I remember telling you that every putter that I putt with, I just feel like I have to throw that thing over to square it up.
Yeah.
I just kind of call it a gravity stroke. I take it back, light grip pressure, I just kind of drop it on the ball. And that stroke just doesn't work with most putters.
No.
You have to put a lot of torque on that grip. And this would drive me insane. And a couple guys close to me I would talk to this about, I would tell them all the time. I was like, I don't understand why they make putters like this. And I just feel like I have to throw that toe over just to square it up, even if I have a 5-footer.
Right.
And it just never made sense to me. So I expressed that to you, and I saw in the revealer that that's exactly what this putter was made for, like, you know, not to have to do that. And then we kind of hit it off. And
it was so cool because, like, for the most part, you know, professional golfers are professional golfers for a reason. They're extraordinary at what they do. And very rarely are they actually questioning standards of equipment. And to have a pro, like, get it, like really get it, was a big deal for us, because usually the guys that we get are like, you know, especially when I was like, when I go out to the different tour events with the directed force, it's not like the sexiest looking putter in the world. And so it's usually the desperate souls very late at night after everyone's gone home, you know, that'll pick up the directed force and try it. And they have no idea what it is, and they just start messing around with it, and they make a few putts and go on. And then when it doesn't work, they, you know, throw it under the stairs with the rest of them. But you were one of the first professionals who really understood the concept and was actually seeking it out. And by the sounds of it, you were already a really competent putter. And so to have somebody that wasn't like, you know, looking for some lightning in a bottle just by grabbing a new putter was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And
well, I'll say this, I kind of made it work with the conventional style putters. I had a putter made for me once that was supposed to be face balanced, but they accidentally made it a little bit toe up. So,
okay,
just slightly. And I noticed that, you know, it was different. It was nowhere near lie angle balanced. But that kind of got me on this thought where I thought, man, if something's lie angle balanced and it stays square in the position that it should be at address and impact and doesn't flop wide open, you know, it would, in something like the revealer, stay square to the path of your stroke. And I had told my dad this, years ago, that must be 5 years ago or so, that I just don't understand why that's not achievable. And then I found out that there's a legal limit to how high you could have the shaft bend.
Correct.
And now, so I was like, oh, that makes sense that maybe they can't physically do it. But I never thought about the fact that you put that shaft not only in the center of the sweet spot, so a center shafted putter, but in the center of the mass of the head, that it would have that big of an impact.
Totally.
And that, moving the weight around a little bit, man, when I got that B2, I was like, wow, this is absolutely mind-blowing. I was to the point where I guess it's just not possible. And then I saw you in that video, and man, if it weren't for that video, I don't know.